Hello my little creeps and weirdos, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be doing something a little new. I'll be redesigning a FNAF character. A personal favorite of mine, you probably already know her, it's Mangle. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have a few things I would say I could make better about her design, but yeah, I'll stop talking and let you guys get to my voiceover of her actual design. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy! So I actually already had an idea of somewhat what I'd like to change, mainly her backstory due to a few things that is not logical, such as children being involved in the entire situation. For example, her backstory is basically she was mangled by a bunch of kids, and that doesn't really make sense, because first of all, I know they're plastic, but they scrambled the metal parts too, which, well, that does not make a lot of sense. I mean, they're children. So either they're very fragile, which I don't think Mr. Afton would do, on purpose at least. So, he probably made them slightly, not so children could tear them apart so they didn't just fall apart on stage. So I just started drawing this from the sketch I already had, like I said, where I basically wanted to change up also the endoskeleton, because there's actually a picture in the game. She is seen with her endoskeleton in her head, even though there's this endo next to her, which that does not make a lot of sense. I know they changed this in the Ultimate Custom Night, but I just wanted to, make it make sense, if that makes sense. But yeah, I basically wanted to make this endoskeleton head useful, and how I did that was turning it into this puppet and calling Mangle Funtime Foxy, Toy Foxy, whatever you want to call her, Showtime Foxy, which might already exist, I don't know. But yeah, so I basically gave her this entire new design, character lore. For my redesign, I decided to say that she was just an abandoned project that Afton never finished and just sort of shoved in the Kids Cove and called it a day. So she has a bunch of missing body parts, such as her leg, her lower leg, her entire arm where the doll is connected, her hand, a bit of the neck area, and the end of her torso, which also her eyes. I made her blind. Well, not fully, that is where the endoskeleton takes place. I decided that the hand puppet is Mangle's eyes, because I thought it would be cool, because then she's blind, so she basically uses the hand puppet as her arm, and I actually have a few examples. Let me just pull them up real quick. As y'all can see here, if you think she's looking at you, she's pretty much not, unless the little puppet is facing you, she will be looking at you then. And yeah, so she's blind, but she uses the puppet as her eyes. Now, how would this work in game? Well, in game, you'd probably, she wouldn't get told by anyone. Since nobody actually knows she exists and she's forgotten, nobody would warn you about her, meaning that she'd pretty much just be a random animatronic you'll see in the hallway and get super jump scared by. So, she'd basically just pop out of nowhere and you'll be like, holy shit, what is that? And yeah, so, you'd get extremely scared and you'd probably think, shit, she's gonna attack me. But no. Now, how do you get rid of her? Well, I would actually also say flashlight, but no. She'll peek at you through the hallway, and if you turn on the flashlight while the doll is facing you, it'll trigger the mask situation. Well, you'll have to put on your mask and be like, waiting for it to pass by. I can actually show you with this example I have right here, where I did this little quick thingy. It'll do that, and of course, if you don't make it, you'll get jump scared. Her new look is based off of those classic 1980s animatronics you'd see at Chuck E. Cheese and other restaurants that had them at the time, mainly to fit in the time period that the toys were set in, because, well, duh. Now while we wait for me to finish up the drawing, why don't I show you my embarrassing old FNAF drawings? Yay! Everybody asked for that one, right? No? Well, whatever, I'm showing you anyways. I mean, they're on screen right now. If you don't want it, then skip it. I don't know. I don't care. Watch my fucking drawings. Guess my favorite character, I dare you. Oh, look, the gang. Chica doesn't look that bad. Okay, Mangle looks like a fucking chicken toe. Whoa. The gang's here. Why is Cupcake the only one that's colored? Oh my god. I think it's best if I keep the rest to myself. Besides, we're done now. Yeah, that's it. You reached the end. This is the final result. If you wanted to see that, here's the other drawings I made throughout this process, and yeah, I hope you liked it as much as I did, because I surely love doing this. And as always, if you guys want me to do a part 2, maybe do the rest of the toy animatronics, maybe FNAF 1, I'd love to do that. Just comment down below if you want to see it and who you want to see next, if so. Other than that, I just want to say goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy your day. YouTube thinks you would like this video.